Well, good morning. I've sat here long enough staring at the computer screen, thinking about some of the comments that were just made from yesterday's video, uh, and wondering how I should address some of those comments in this video, which the title is Freeman Remedies: Who Owns My Home? One of my friends called to remind me that I do not own my home. He is correct that it was put into a business trust some years ago. Of course, that is not the way the court sees it. They want to continue the fraud, which is why they have refused to acknowledge all the Freeman remedies, including Winston Shrout's accepted for value remedy, people have tried. I have done many things in the past, attempting to liberate myself from the con game. In that game, we are all slaves, whether we like it or not, until the spiritual awakening is able to manifest real freedom. That will not change. To me, it's a vicious cycle that seems virtually impossible to escape. Indeed, as I said at the onset of this video, I've been thinking about some of the comments that people have made and wondering. I've had some people adamantly say, do not hire an attorney. And of course, I have asked for the services of another attorney that's highly recommended. As I've said in other videos, the attorney that I've been working with for 10 days, and with the weekends, it makes it pretty much 2 weeks, just short of 2 weeks, one day short. He finally decided not to take my case. Now, I've sent an email in the middle of the afternoon on Friday to another attorney, but of course it was Friday afternoon and he did not respond, and their office is not open on Saturday or Sunday, so I won't hear from him or have any communication with him until Monday at the earliest, which is of course tomorrow. And today I have an appraiser coming to my house and I was warned about appraisers, that they will low bid, and the appraiser specifically said, if you're getting anybody else, I want to go last because I will always have the highest bid. Well, anybody can say that, whether it's true or not. And of course, if I had another remedy, a remedy that would work, I wouldn't need to be in such a hurry. I do need to liquidate a lot of my stuff because I don't need it. I don't need antiques, and I don't need all the things that I have in my house, and I've had in my house for over 10 years. If I got rid of them, I would not be in bad shape for getting rid of them and converting them into a liquid currency. But I am leery of using Freeman remedies. But one of the things that was coming to me as I'm sitting here staring at the computer screen is they always send the invitation, and when I watched some videos yesterday, and they say it's always an invitation. It doesn't look like an invitation, but it's an invitation. And of course, it's sent to my straw man, all caps letters. Well, my straw man, I've already filed papers, but if I did it again and just sent an affidavit and say, I see that you've approached my straw man, asking the straw man to appear at this hearing, or telephone you. They did give me an alternative that I can actually call them on the phone. But in either case, I'm acknowledging the straw man as being me. And the straw man is not me. The straw man is a fictional entity that does not exist except on paper and in the minds of the elite establishment, or so-called elite establishment, the cabal. I mean, they've created this illusion that allows them to operate a criminal system, which the system itself is the criminal, where they take advantage of people's ignorance, and they actually keep people ignorant in the education system and the religion system and the media. Everything is geared toward keeping humans ignorant as to who we are. So as I said, I'm sitting here ready to go with this video. I have the camera turned on. I'm looking back at myself, and I'm looking at what I had written yesterday as far as the title of this video and the blurb, and I'm thinking, what if I'm just throwing more money away by hiring an attorney, thinking that's the way I've got to go? What if I just uh, sent another affidavit and say, I see you've asked for Ron Van Dyke to appear, but obviously you don't realize that Ron Van Dyke cannot appear the all caps name. I'm a living human being, and that is a fictional entity. And I don't know how I would even word it, but these are some of the things that are going through my head after reading some of the comments before I even started this video. When I first got up, I looked back and see if there were any new comments, and there were on YouTube. And one of the people said, if you hadn't deleted so many of your friends over the ambassador issue, you'd probably have more people able to help you. And there might be some truth in that. Although some of the people that I deleted were, I mean, I was defending somebody that I believed was a friend. And I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe just the way that it ended. I don't believe that there was ever really a true friendship. I mean, it was some kind of a charade, I'm sure. But I wanted to believe it. And I want to believe a lot of things. I want to believe the Freeman Remedies. I mean, I put a lot of study and a lot of effort into creating documents to hold off the court system. And as I said, the original lawsuit trying to claim that I did not own the stuff that's in my house. I did not own my house. I had no right to Dr. Mary's estate, even though she and I had been friends for a long time, and actually she considered me like the son she never had. Even though all of that was true, they were claiming ownership, and I was playing the game of acknowledging myself as the free man. And was that what undermined the whole thing? That I continued to respond when they would address the free man, I would respond as the free man, even though I was saying things that were different. My actions, perhaps, and I'm thinking out loud. I mean, this is some of the thought process that's going on. I'm thinking out loud. Some of my actions, even though I was putting on paper that I'm a free man, I was responding to them when they were addressing the straw man. And so there was like a double message there, and they were interpreting it one way, and I was interpreting it the other way. And then I'm confused and angered and frustrated because what I'm trying to tell them, which I believe is the truth, they're not seeing and they're not accepting it, and they continue to go on as if I didn't even say it. They're giving it no credibility at all. They're giving me no credibility at all. And I'm caught in this vicious cycle. But again, is it just a mere fact that I'm acknowledging when they send an invitation to Ron Van Dyke, Ronald Van Dyke, all capital letters? They're not inviting the human being. They're inviting the human being to identify itself as yes, I'm that person. I'm that individual. I'm the one you're talking to, Ron Van Dyke, and not making the distinction. Although I'm sure I've made the distinction in some of my literature, I always responded. I always gave them the courtesy of a response. So I'm baffled, quite honestly, as to how I should respond to this latest attempt to steal my home, steal the home of the all caps name Ronald Van Dyke. How can I stop that? Is there a remedy? Is there a remedy that will actually work? I've read that lots of remedies don't. Anyway, this is my pondering for this video, and I welcome other comments and see what happens. There's time left. Thank you for listening. Namaste.